Hi, everybody. I thought I'd come on a couple minutes early to give people a chance to jump on. 10 o'clock. I'm going to answer a great question that I got in the group yesterday, so I'll wait a couple minutes. Typically, I don't know what people do when they wait a couple minutes here. They primp, make sure their lip gloss is on, make sure the camera looks good. I don't know. Even though I'm great at relationships, sometimes the technology stuff, not my real favorite, but let's see how we do today. I'm going to wait just one more minute. I've been getting tons of questions in the group, and I think it's going to be more effective for me to answer them here and be able to kind of explain what I'm doing, even in the threads as you get going in bigger groups. Then the questions get asked, the post gets pushed down, and it's just not as effective. So the goal is that I'm going to pop on 2 to 3 times a week. Actually, my goal is 3 times a week to answer a question that is given to me in the group, so that hopefully it can help all of you. And hey, Jacqueline! Oh, hey, Jacqueline! So that I can help all of you in the group. Because, the bottom line is that we're auditory, we're visual, so we need to see it, we need to hear it, we need to read it. And so all of these ways of getting my message across, I think, are going to be valuable to everyone. So I've got a couple of other things that I'm thinking about doing to further the message and get myself out there. Hey, Sarah! Look at this. Isn't this great? I love doing video. Interestingly, I do enjoy video. I think people like to see people on video. I think you get that sense, you start to read the body language, all the things that we're missing in the post, I think is great through video. Yet a lot of women are terrified of it, which I find to be normal. Most of us have never been on camera before social media. Think about it. Most people hate to have their pictures taken. And so when we all of a sudden say, get on video, everybody needs to be on video. It's like, oh, I don't want to be on video. My hair doesn't look good and the background's not good, and I'm actually in the middle of a move, so I have boxes everywhere, but I say just do it. Get out there and let people see you and hear you, and don't worry about the rest of it. Really, don't worry about the rest of it. So I think we're at 10 o'clock. One more minute. I'll give it one more minute. I'm a fanatic for time, for those of you that will see this. I learned pretty early on to start promptly when you say you are, and to end when you say you will. Jacqueline said my first, it is a little, it's a little unnerving. Video is something, I think there's a huge difference between recording one too, right? Because you can record it and you can delete it or never show it, but live, you're here. You're here. I'm just praying the dog doesn't bark. Sarah knows that I have the barking dog that drives me nuts. Hey, Susan! I'm going to talk about a great question. Hey, Heather! I'm so happy. Hey, Kit! So I'm going to go ahead and start off with a question that I got yesterday, and I get amazing questions, and so I'm going to try to start answering them as much as I can. And the question that was asked was, what do we do when no one responds to our ads? Now, I assume that to mean a Facebook ad, but I also clarified with her, is that an ad that you're paying for and or a post? And she said both. So I wanted to talk about that for a minute and tell you that the answer to my question is I have no idea. I can't answer that without knowing you, your soul, your message, your brand, your product, what it is that you want to put out there in building relationships online. I can't answer for you right off the top what that means. Hey, Kimberly, so I think it is really, really important that I want you to hear this today because it's key. There are some things with building relationships online that we have to take complete ownership about. So when you see you're doing all of this work and you're building the relationships, you're working on the messaging, you are putting things out there and no one's responding, there's something wrong. Just the way it is. I find that challenging. So when I post and I still post and don't get comments, I think, why is that? I instantly go into this awareness mode. It's like a research mode. I put my research hat on and I think, okay, why aren't they responding? There are many reasons people do not engage in a post. Could be the time of the day, could be when you post, how you posted, the style of the post. It could be it's too salesy. It could be it's depressing. It could be it's too woo-woo. It could be that it's too similar to everybody else's posts. There's a lot of reasons. There's a lot of reasons why you are not getting engagement. But the bottom line is, if you're not, you need to figure out why. So really taking a look at a couple things I think will help. Number one, you need to look at your personal profile page. When me and my admins go and look at people to admit for this group and approve for membership, the first thing we do is look at your personal page. And we have a lot of people that we do not accept based on, Sarah's probably smiling, based on, inappropriate material. Some are all sales. It's just all sales. And I think, oh my goodness, so if they do that there, they're going to do that here, and it may not be good. While we need to learn, we also need to understand that people are watching you. So you want to look at your profile page, your personal page. Are you mixing it up? Are there value-based posts there? Or is everything you're doing spamming your audience? That will repel. So that's very, very important. Number two, you need to look at the style of your posts. If everything you post is a question strategy, how do you feel about this? And they're not engaging, you need to stop that. You need to say, well, the questions aren't working. Maybe I can try a survey. Maybe I can throw in an inspiration. Maybe I can mix it up and do a fun type of post. But you want to definitely switch up and make sure that your posting style strategy is varied. You want to keep things fresh and new. It's trial and error. It's trial and error for all of us. What is the magic sauce that is going to get people talking on your posts? What is that thing that is going to create a safe place for her to start talking to you? And it takes practice, and it takes time, and it takes a lot of awareness. It takes a lot of energy. It takes so much to really, really nail it down. Facebook is changing all the time. I am not somebody who has done ads, so I'm going to be the first person to tell you that I don't run them, and so I can't give you basis on why people aren't responding to an ad. But I can tell you that posting, if they're not responding, there's a reason why. Take a look at your online presence. Take a look at what's happening. Take a look at, how you're showing up. Are you too salesy? What does your personal page look like? What's the style of your posting? And really, really put on that researcher's cap and figure it out. If you cannot do it by yourself, reach out to someone. I teach it. Many others teach it. It's time you got it going. Facebook is growing. It is exploding. Like 9 billion people, I think, or 1 billion people on Facebook. I can't remember. Did you know that there are 620 million Facebook groups on Google just cited 620 million Facebook groups. Isn't that mind-boggling? I find that I was really quite stunned about that. So people are here. People are talking. People are learning. People are growing. If you're not tapping it, it's time to learn how. So I hope this helped everybody. Hey, Susan. I know my salt lamp. You like my salt lamp? I do too. I think it gives off good juju. I really do. I like it. It makes me feel good. So I hope this was helpful. If you have any comments, if you have any questions, post them below. And I'm going to be uploading this to YouTube. I will probably keep this live in the group for a day or so, and then I'm going to delete it and it'll move over to YouTube. So if you catch it, great. If not, you can still catch it on YouTube, and we'll see you soon. We'll see you in the Fierce Women Entrepreneur group. Bye, everybody.